Happy Groundhog Day, everyone! You super excited to watch a large squirrel stare at its own shadow? Wait a second. So if you didn't know, when a groundhog comes out of a hole and sees his shadow, there's gonna be 6 more weeks of winter. Does that make any sense to you? Of course it doesn't. Celebrating anything to do with groundhog seems kinda weird, so we did some research. German settlers started Groundhog Day in the mid-1800s as an American twist on an old story from the Christian holiday Candlemas. Instead of a groundhog, the German story had a badger or magical bear, which makes even less sense. But Candlemas, aka Groundhog Day, happens to be on the sun's cross-quarter day, which is the exact midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It turns out there are a lot of holidays that line up with the cycle of the sun. The Jewish Passover celebration is always on the first full moon after the spring equinox. For Christians, Easter is the Sunday after. These holidays are known as movable feasts because they depend on both the solar and lunar calendars. During the summer solstice, the Europeans celebrate St. John's Eve by lighting bonfires, or St. John's fires. There is the same tradition in Louisiana voodoo. Get it? Big fire, brightest day of the year. Rosh Hashanah, Jewish New Year, is on the new moon after the fall equinox. Fun fact, in Hebrew, Rosh Hashanah means the head of the year, aka harvest time when all of the year's food was produced. There's a pattern here. Now Christmas lines up with the winter solstice. The way Christmas is celebrated today evolved from many old traditions celebrating the new birth at the darkest day of the year. In Rome, they celebrated Juvenalia, a feast honoring new children. In the Zoroastrian faith, an early Judeo-Christian religion from Persia, they celebrated the birth of Mithra, the god of the sun. Humans have celebrated the seasons and the sun long before recorded history, which means all traditions cross paths whether we know it or not. So who knew Groundhog Day was more than just about furry animals? I mean, I know it's still a goofy holiday. Just look at these guys. Hey guys, it's Stacy. Thanks so much for watching the Trivialist. I hope you had a blast hanging out, but the only way I'm gonna believe you is if you leave a comment below, and then subscribe, and then watch more videos.